I just want to show you what I had to do.
Oh, is that the bridge you jumped?
Yeah. But it's not just any jump. Look at the bridge. So right here is where it stops being safe. Look at this middle thing.
I don't understand.
And then you have to jump thing by thing. It's not like you can just drive over it.
Oh. Are you sure?
You want to try it? You have to go down anyway, right?
Yeah, sure. But then it'll why can't we jump like a person?
We can.
That's safer, dude.
Do it. Okay, do it.
I've been on enough damn jumping puzzles.
God, you died! I have to get down too.
That's fine.
I'm scared.
I almost made
There I
it.
go.
You're gonna make it, of
Oh,
course.
no, I already made it last night, but I just wanted you to try it. Because there's an Aether current on the other side, and it was like such a pain in the ass to get over there. I fell like 2 or 3 times.
Should we try? Should I try or not?
No, of course not. We just go pick it up later when we fly.
Your raggedy old Lalafell cart.
I love it. It's my motorbike from Island Sanctuary. I'll get the red one soon. I'm excited. You should see my Island Sanctuary now. It's like all nice.
Look over there. There's lightning drawn to those pole-shaped structures over yonder. It's called the what is it? Thunder Plains and FF10.
Yeah.
That Edda music from
Oh, no kidding.
when she went all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't make me uncomfortable at all.
No, this is
Oh,
totally
that's probably his house, dude.
Oh, no way.
He's probably looking at it. Yeah, it's probably his house.
Home.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's in ruins. But why? What happened here?
That sucks, bro.
His mom's probably not even there anymore.
And where is everyone?
Mm-hmm.
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
For you.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone?
Uh-oh.
It's the Ajo-sama.
Oh.
Why is it playing FF10 music?
Yeah, that's 9.
Isn't? No, it's not.
That's 9.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Hold on. Oh my God! It is.
I apologize
It's
for giving
my
you a fright.
canary.
However,
Yeah.
I want to be your
did have
canary.
reason
Yeah.
to keep to the shadows. Sorolja has told me
Dude,
a
is this
great deal
Lady
about you.
Alexandria?
Sorolja?
Greetings, and welcome to
Yeah.
the Isle of Alexandria.
There you go.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Whoa!
Yay! I told you she's the queen.
Way.
I told you she's the queen, dude.
Queen of Reason?
She's Queen Alexandria?
If you are the Queen of Reason, is there
Oh,
what?
if there's a queen of reason, then there's gotta be a
Oh my God,
queen
the
of
music.
resolve.
I'm gonna throw up the music.
Yes,
Good
I
throw
mean
up.
to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Zorulja holds that title.
Ah,
And
Oh my
bah.
God, the music.
Okay, but it's not a rendition though, is it? Zeraj is the king of resolve.
Both behind the
Oh
attack
my
on
God,
Turisala.
what is this shit? What a copycat.
Then you're both behind the attack on Turiel. Are you at that line? Yeah?
Okay, I'm there.
Okay,
yeah.
let's go. 3, 2, 1.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a
Oh,
warm
shit.
reception.
No, you have it all wrong. I am
I'm
not come to
resolved.
fight.
Oh my god, this lady.
Zorulja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience.
What the
In
heck?
truth,
I
we
told
are at
you.
odds, he and I.
I told you.
It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
I feel a strong sense of FF9 remake coming.
Our aid. I'll admit I cannot imagine King Zorolja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the queen.
Indeed.
Dude,
But
all this
I
music
was
is
once the
killing
sole
me.
ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to
Dude, I
achieve
knew it. I knew
even
that she
loftier
traded with him. I
ambitions,
told you she wasn't
along
bad,
with the
remember?
knowledge to use it.
Yeah.
I told you.
A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people... If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter
It
of
hasn't been
days?
Hmm.
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasulani.
Yeah, it was
The house I grew
Asiolani,
up in
but
still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know.
No.
man, Wooklamat's
I
ready to
realize
pop
how
her.
confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself. What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol.
So does that mean Kraus from
Until
Alexandria?
recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barriers surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the first. Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
It was the right choice to have Graha around to
Well then,
talk about
you
all this.
appear to have a better
Yeah.
grasp of our
He's
circumstances
like
than
the
we
person.
do.
right?
Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hold on. If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
I'll say the cautious.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides... You're right. Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tulihyolal?
Noble Wook Lamart, shall we dispense with the formalities? I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zeralja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolol.
So he alone is to blame.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through. So by all means, show us around. I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
Wonderful. If you would follow me.
I said, isn't it odd for the queen to be walking around by her lonesome?
Right? I'll take there if the trouble of Zeralja hears of this. I'll pick that.
Okay. Did she say, is that concern or suspicion? That's what she said for me.
Yeah.
Is that concern or suspicion?
That's why she said both, because she thought you said both
If
at the same
things
time.
should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid? I jest, of course. But you do strike me as the most capable here.
Did we hear what? What did we hear? Why are people running?
About to find out. Uh-oh.
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
She said it's
This
nearly
is where
time.
we
She said it's nearly time. That means she's gonna. Yeah, I know. Our souls have to leave our bodies.
Yeah, this is where we sacrifice half the people.
The tower where everybody goes in to die.
Yeah. It's where the shoe drops.
I'm glad you could make it.
Ah, yeah, he's like, I'm glad you could make it. For my last moments.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
Oh, Lord. What are they gonna do to this
The
old lady?
bracelet. Dude.
Aww, now that I understand.
Everything is going to be all right.
Wow. Way to tie that in. I now I understand why we did it. You know?
Yeah. Wow.
What's the matter, dear?
That's her nursemaid.
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her.
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it
Poor baby.
Is it really you?
That's gotta be sad, you
She
know?
must have arrived shortly before
That's
the barrier
crazy.
manifested.
Right?
For us, it was perhaps days, but for her.
Because she was out in the Wild West area, remember?
Namika, it's me. Wuklamat.
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end. Has she no more soul cells?
Soul cells.
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
I mean, that makes sense because the Dane and them had soul, remember?
Thank
Their
you,
vessels.
Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on in us.
Great, they
Living
gobble
on
them
in
up.
memory. The giants share a similar belief. Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
That was good. But they also didn't have to make us go through all that for the
She
bracelet.
didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
Where are you at?
Things
It's
got
not the
dark.
end.
She said it's not the end, is what Sphene said.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
Where shall we
With
begin,
what we can
indeed?
be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a void gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining.
Like you said, rejoining, right?
Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we
Oh,
call home was
boy.
ravaged by a devastating cataclysm.
Did you read that? By several hundred years.
Mm-hmm.
The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder. Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoraljar resides.
That you'd let us in at all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoraljar do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoraljar's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
We're looking for Kafkua and the Thunder Yards to the east.
Oh my god, you went
The
fast.
Thunder Yards. Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
Okay, wait.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
What was that?
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
Uh-oh.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is?
Oh boy.
You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
I told you! So funny. Did you use the part where it says then in all likelihood?
Hold on. No, I got to Alice. I didn't care.
Right here, yeah, here in a second.
Oh my god.
I told you, see?
That's crazy.
I said AI computing, remember?
Yeah.
Cloud computing, I told you.
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Wow.
That's so crazy, I called that. I'm so proud of myself.
In the cloud.
In the cloud. I wasn't really joking because to me I thought that was like a device to overwrite their minds. Which makes sense because they would have forgotten they died because it would restart them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's crazy.
they don't have memory of their deaths. Because if you can remember everybody, you remember what Ziggy said in Xenosaga? That death was rest for the soul? Because if you lived on forever, that you'd go crazy. You know, remember when he said that?
Get on.
Why? I haven't talked to Willamette yet.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Hold on. Come back. Where are you going?
Come back.
But you remember when he said that?
Yeah.
So like that's what's going on. Oh my gosh, you keep running away. I told you I'm good at predicting plot twists. But to be honest, sometimes I say far-fetched things and then they happen and then I'm even shocked that I was right. So I can't talk like I was serious, you know what I mean? Oh, my name is Namika. I'm sorry I can't be of any help.
Wow.
Yep.
That's creepy.
What do you mean? It's where we're headed. It's what happens when people control things. They wanted to do a cautionary tale. See?
And what's worse is that they don't... I mean, the guy knew it was in the cloud, but nobody else does. Why's that?
Well, probably his job. He's probably programmed to take care of them, so that's probably... He knows his own purpose is to escort them, but he doesn't probably remember the people he escorted. Do you know what I mean?
It's been taken up to the cloud.
See, that person knows too. But if you look in this...
Caregiver.
Yeah, exactly. So they probably know their functions of what they're programmed with. They probably just don't know who they're executing it for. Think of it like digital HIPAA. Like you can't talk about the patients, but you can talk about the practice of it. It's like digital HIPAA.
That's what she said. What if Queen Sween said that? It's like digital HIPAA.
Yeah, it's like digital HIPAA. But I mean, is that not true? They can't talk about the cases, but they know that they can say, "This is my job task." We're the executors of digital HIPAA.
Me freaking out, making all these hand motions, and then this other one didn't know. And
Yeah,
then he said
yeah.
he just went out of the cloud, and then everything said, so it was the same for everybody.
Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if her memories have been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter memories of someone so many would be a tremendous, undertaking. We would have surged amount of ether corresponding to act, and sense none in the moment. Neither did I, but I noticed something else right before Pepone forgot the light and the device began to blink. Oh gosh, soul cells. Perhaps we could search for Kakua Thunder Yards. Let's go. Oh no! Shall I make another prediction?
She's there, but she doesn't remember.
Yep, bingo. What is that?
What is that? It's a little mad TV.
It's a cute little device. It's the cloud.
It's like I'm the cloud.
It looks dangerous. It does not look dangerous. It looks cute. That's why I don't like you, Willamette. Can't differentiate.
Oh, wow.
I feel bad for Aaronville, bro. Imagine working as a gleaner through the end of the world, and we stop that only for him to come back and his mom's lost in the time vortex.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like, he's like the unluckiest guy ever.
This is like the paperclip guy from Microsoft Office.
This trippy music, the Stranger Things
I know.
soundtrack.
I hate it.
The Stranger Things soundtrack.
I love it, but it makes the atmosphere so much more tense. Oh, it's just the thingy.
I know, but like it's like crazy though.
You have mail.
What is this? Aaronville!
Oh no, gunners. The
know.
Moogle book.
I'm so scared.
The Moogle book gets me every time. Ah! Ah! Oh.
It really is you!
Oh no! That's his mama!
Huh?
Who?
Right?
What the heck?
I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elderspiel.
Oh no!
My darling, what now?
Boo boo boo.
Oh, it's so good to see
Fussy
you, my
little bun
fussy
bun.
little bun bun.
Aww.
But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Fussy little bun bun.
No, girl, you a robot.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing? And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galul Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face.
Thanks for spilling the tea.
Elderspiel was always
Right.
so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope? I can't say that I do.
Uklamat's relatable reaction. I can't say that I do. Good line delivery. Plus 5
Appearances
points.
notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry? Oh, this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Elderspiel are always welcome.
I love her voice.
All I ask
Kill
is a
people.
little forewarning.
Right.
No.
It's so funny. Huh? Really? Huh?
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place, how are things still getting stranger?
Yeah, this is the first time we felt a little fish out of water, right?
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah, I
god, it's playing
That
that.
music.
It's playing that creepy music from Garlemald on the radio.
Yeah. It reminds me more of
Where are you?
long ink dry. Accepted the mission.
Oh, jeez.
We gotta go.
Oh, isn't that Amaranth's? You didn't listen to it long enough. That was Amaranth's theme.
Oh.
But you're speeding through instead of paying attention to all the Nine
Well,
stuff.
because I can hear it whenever I get out of here.
It's so wonderful to meet you all. No, wonderful. So wonderful. And this is about Destiny. It's been a while since I've heard that name.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna wait for you to catch up.
Did I
with
ask the
Steve
reason
first.
for your appearance? No, this is just a body I control remotely. I use this for our operations. Oh, thank God it's remote.
I know.
Thank
I was like,
God.
I thought you were the freaking robot.
Alright, and then I would have lost it and be like, what the heck is going on? Remembers the resistance organization Oblivion. Oh, of course. We call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zorjal's ambitions for conquest. As its leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found.
So you're in a Katesis situation, you would say.
Yeah. It's like as you matched Alice's movements when you were speaking. It's funny. I see whimsical appearances, nothing is you're standing your serious cause. Right you are. Truth be told, Oblivion was founded in an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds.
Yes.
Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This is a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zorjal. Zoralja. Zorjal.
Yes,
Star Wars. But we failed to do that. Now he's taking his army outside the dome.
dude, Zorn and Thorn better not show up.
Zornthalja and Zornthalja.
Zornthalja and Thornthalja.
Yeah.
Thornzalja.
None of you wear the strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? I bet you they believe in being natural. Watch. Instead of augmented.
We all natty, bro.
You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology. We don't wear it, indeed related to our operation. Indeed related to our operations. Hiccup. What exactly is it that you do?
Sends your brain to the cloud.
Allow me to explain. Right? It uploads you. Regulators have two primary functions. Backup. The file that suggests regulates the wearer's reverse of souls. Should they die, the regulator expands the soul to bring them back to life. Yep. Reserve, you mean people walking around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packed in cells. They can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as accidents. They do nothing of those who die of old age, though. Oh, so natural causes eliminated only. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance in fulfilling their duties.
You get a soul cell.
Right, souls are a common resource and payment for services rendered. I don't like that. You should do things out of your good or your heart.
What's her
just
name
to
from
do
the
it.
13th would love it here.
All right. The void's practicing of consuming others for Aether comes to
Oh.
mind, and similarly
funny.
expect to act. This act comes with risk.
That's hilarious.
You mean Zero?
We're in sync. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. There goes Zero.
Wow, that's so funny.
Wow, we're on it today. From AI, cloud computing to Zero, we're hitting everything. We pay attention to story. No one can say we can't.
Yeah.
Or we don't.
We know the lore.
Right?
Do not speak to us the lore. We were there when it was written.
Right? Well, I mean, the Crystal Tower is named after us.
Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? Wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own?
I think wouldn't the consciousness of your others corrupt your own? I mean, both is true. What do you want to choose?
I'll choose the doesn't it dilute your sense of self.
Okay.
Listen to the freaking song that's playing too.
I know.
Oh, so good.
FF4, right?
Yeah.
It's prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role.
Yeah, he says the exact same thing.
Memory management? The reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of the wearer, so should they suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. I told you! That's why they don't remember the death, because it refreshes it. Like they never died. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. So they can't. Reason being, these regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness. Yep, I told you. This theme is the exact same theme that is in Final Fantasy Type 0. No, Final Fantasy Type 0, about a kindness. The crystal blessed them in Type 0 so that when their allies died, they forgot. And the reason why it did that was because they said that if you forgot your allies, you would forget the pain and they would continually fight the perpetual war. So the crystal was using humans as like their tools.
He says something. Did you read the next part?
I'm going. Hold on. So is this what they meant by memories being in the cloud? Indeed, all the memories of deceased are wiped from the minds of people archived in the system. This frightening function of the regulator is an integral step in the soul cell production.
It's an integral step in the soul self.
Integral. Oh my god, I cannot read today. Here we have NPC number 999. They should have used Yoshi P. It would have been funny. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It is then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. Oh, that's what those robots were separating when they were sucking up the people from Tural.
Yeah, that's right.
But there were two entities. There was one for the soul, then what is the other entity, right? Remember?
Yeah.
The soul is free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. I'm thinking this is Ascian technology, right? How they jump bodies?
Oh yeah, definitely. Without a doubt.
But why wouldn't the Ascians be wearing the regulators? But his body changed, that's the point, do you see?
Yeah.
While the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever.
And who keeps all those memories?
Right, this is why people are happy. On the surface, it seems like Q's philosophy, but I see something noble accompanying. This reminds me of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. At the very end when you were battling, there was the Keeper of the Dreams, and in order for you to defeat him, you had to use your sacrifice your memories to gain power. Remember?
Yeah.
The one with the urn that you made me carry the chalice all the time? Well, it does seem so terrible to me personally. All it does is come down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria. The system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used electrope to devise a means to save lives what they could so the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they did because they believed it was the best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that Turali would accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they wish so. Sphene didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met? She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunderyards in the first place. She also said she wanted to help us stop Zoralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she's given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. Every single life must die someday. That's the natural order of things. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it'd be easier if you understood what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting to work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me, and you'll find out. Is she gonna like... Is she gonna use the power of thunder?
Turn on her fighting mix.
Alright. That's so funny. Remix! Beep, beep, beep. It just turns on.
They should have introduced trance mode for us,
I know, right? It would have been
where you could
perfect.
equip like something to put you in a trance.
Well, they have the slot for the eyeglasses. They could have given that to the trance mode instead, but you
I
know,
know that would have been cool.
trance modules, just
Mhm.
like Sroja. Come on, let's get out of here.
I like how you literally got to the same spot as me.
Also, functions of the regulator. Why did they need to show us that?
What do you mean?
Like, they could have just said that it's a function. They took us all the way out there just to show us that.
Um,
I just didn't know how Ziraja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was like you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me you empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at the Vanguard who did the same. Save guards within the king's elite? Such a form can only be achieved by gorging yourself on souls.
we-
You could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they allowed hunters to carry many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care.
Hey, you freak.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There you have it. Regulars can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of peoples and those of beasts. People souls can be used to grant them preternatural strength.
Yeah.
Naturally, they can be used to induce known sufferers an untimely death. What about the souls of beasts? They much work in the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. For example, if you like to strike the soul of a wolf, you'd grow more agile and feral as you would. I saw a Strika. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws, too many, and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings, it becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yet, unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls are forcibly taken from them before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilization and their reflections are surprising indeed.
Yeah, it's so hard to accept our culture, us wearing all of their gear right now.
Right? Yeah, like, yeah. This doesn't. Their gear looks horrible. I don't know
Yeah.
why I have this jacket on. Slowly slip it off. We have our thoughts for now. Important thing is Raja's disposal. Oh my gosh, like I appreciate it. I don't want to take forever. You know what I mean? Like I want to go. Embracing oblivion. Ready?
Ooh, the worth of a soul.
Ready?
Yeah, hold on. Let me click on it. There you go. Ooh, you get cake. The cake is a lie.
I've trusted you gain insight into the souls in Alexandria? It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need to get some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to the Earth and Sky.
Sky.
At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Yeah. Kuna mama-ja. Oh, is it? Okay.
What? The piano's going. I gotta run.
I got stuck on a rock.
I can't get stuck on the rocks. Piano's going. That person up there is stuck.
This isn't a running though. This is a walking thing. You're like. You always get ahead.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Turiel and Alexandria. While Zeralja knows everything about us, we hardly know anything of what he's become. Indeed, we haven't seen anything that lies within the enormous tavern. I can't speak today. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That's it. We work with Chakuahua and her people. We'll learn as much as we can about the enemy. Quickest way is to be joined with Oblivion. We only just met them, I know, but we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zeralja. Sphene too claims the odds of the King has resolved. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead?
Yeah, because that bitch is creepy.
It's simple, really. Their leader is Arenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's the ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point. Knowing that Zeralja, we must assume that this arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All we know is that it would be heartening to have allies in a strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we could get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Turiel. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Chihuahua, but I make my proposal full aware of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can, whether otherwise we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that, and we need to study the enemy when time comes to strike down Zeralja for good and all. And what's more, I trust you, Arenville. You've always had great instincts honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if the sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung.
I said I trust you as well. That's the way of it with you. Yeah, I'm sure you said that for both of them.
Yeah. Fine, if you set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. That's right, our mother's Taulian and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. We have no memory of our mother. I'd like to think I carry a part of her with me. So, what made you decide to join Oblivion?
We like guns.
We wanted to avenge our father. Oh, well, yeah, that's dark fast. Ambrose was his name years ago. He was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first I clung to hope that he'd be released, but months went by with no word of him or anything. We made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost our memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. Oh my gosh. So he didn't care because they get erased anyway. That might have actually exacerbated his not caring about people, because if they forget them anyway, yeah. Sometime later we were just approached by an Oblivion member, hoping that get justice for our father, we joined the order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Yeah, well, nostalgia. I appreciate you sharing. However, together we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me, and while my name is a Tanawanta name, I haven't the faintest idea how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see with my own eyes our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you can come and visit us. The wilds are beautiful, the food's delicious, and everyone's nice. You'll love it. And that's us. You'll meet the others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts and all. Alright, Nishpia, one last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking her out. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? For now, I'll let you go. Feel free to use the hideout as you like. A fistful of cake in each hand.
I'm literally gonna eat the cake as soon as I get it.
Oh, well, we won't have the chance. Meanwhile, at Everkeep. Whoa! Well, Xenoblade. That's the FF14 server room. Oh my gosh, he's meeting with him! What a traitorous snake!
You've
I
been
told you.
consulting with Wook Lamont.
Oh, he knew! He called her out! Dang, never mind. He's not happy about it.
No matter. I do not know what you are scheming, but when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me.
Yeah, no choice.
Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wooglamart bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but
Obviously,
wish to
their
spare
world
her
is
the same
being
pain I have
destroyed.
suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we
Yeah.
might find another path.
We're probably gonna end up saving our world from the calamity. They have lightning aspected probably ether in their shard, so we would just, we could probably help them.
Is the lightning what's destroying the world? What was the last calamity? Darkness,
I
right?
forgot which-
Oh, wait. So we've done darkness and light already. Ours was darkness and flooding our world. Light was the second shard, right? And then...
No, the void was the source,
13th.
No, the first. Yeah, the 13th was the darkness, which
Right.
is the void. The first was the light.
And then Bahamut was our calamity.
I guess, yeah. There is a world that was taken over by lightning or shard, and they don't really go into much other than saying
Which
that
would
it
be
was-
this one.
Yeah.
I'm sure one of them is a Moogle infestation.
I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to
Damn.
sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him
He
before
whooped
I
his
did.
ass. I don't know what he keeps talking about.
Because the thing wiped his memory, dude.
Oh.
His memory gets wiped, but the father's doesn't because the father doesn't have one on there.
I
Do you
don't
see what I'm
think
saying?
he's talking about it like he remembers it, so I'm pretty sure he didn't get wiped.
No, but he did because remember what happened with Mika? She left because of old age too. So they just naturally assume age comes for you when they can't remember you anymore. Because that's their way of life before the cloud. Do you see what I'm saying?
I don't know.
For
I'm
long
pretty
years,
sure.
I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing.
I
To
think there's
kill them
somebody that
is my
controls
only
them not
recourse.
remember their loved ones.
Wook
There's somebody
Lamont
making that
Nkona,
conscious
who
decision.
bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself.
Yeah, sure.
I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason.
Yeah, he's a dirtbag, man.
Wook Lamont, If you are Father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short,
Okay.
I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
Let's do it.
This guy's a dummy.
What now?
Got my tender shortcakes.
Really? I got my Aetherlight tickets. Credentials verified. Welcome guest Queen of Sphene.
Queen of Esphine.
Queen of Esphine. What a relief. Queen Sphene's guests. There you have it. It seems like the Queen was true to her word. Follow me
my
to Solution
God.
9.
I'm so excited! Finally!
Why? It's probably not even like good. Maybe it has good music. I won't say anything.
Solution 9 too. Wow.
We're in 13-2 all over again.
Everkeep.
Yeesh!
Power of Electro, piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds.
It's like we're in Cyberpunk.
This is literally academia in
This
13-2.
tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the
It's
answer
lo-fi
they sought?
music.
This is New LA's Xenoblade Chronicles X. Xenoblade Chronicles X. I didn't
Oh
expect
my
another hub
God.
city like this, you know what I mean? I didn't expect another hub city. I thought it was gonna be the gold city, not this place.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Can you imagine Wukalamat going from like Adobe huts to like, not that that's that exaggeration, but
Natural reaction.
it's pretty big.
A city of shimmering electrobe, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the light back home in Tuliolo.
Yes!
Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore?
Let us
I
explore!
believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zeralja's dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
Yep, that's what I said.
I had a feeling you'd be king.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Man,
Yes.
Alphino be
Familiarizing
kicking himself.
ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've
Go,
explored
go,
to your
go, come on,
satisfaction,
let me out, let me out, let me out.
come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
Alice's like ready to go. She's like, I'm out. I gotta go. God, took off. Like,
I
let's
shall
go.
speak with the
They ran.
residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
Oh, she's right. The artisan it probably is from here, probably.
Yeah.
with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
Rukomat can't even
So-
process.
What aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
No, I want to go
You
by
might say
myself.
that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait,
It's just like, what? You found the Golden City?
why didn't you mention this sooner?
Yeah, this is it, dummy.
Alright. Took off. That's so funny.
You want to explore together?
No.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home, is all.
Slab of pink hexagons, liquid filled pouch, long rectangular bar, hexagon pattern bag, black and yellow tin.
What piques your fancy?
I'm gonna do the slab of pink hexagons.
I want the liquid filled pouch.
Oh, they're synthetic fruit pellets.
Oh, grape! Dude, they're the grape! The grapes?
Yes, the grapes. Government. Boop, boop. This lo-fi music is awesome.
This is a perfect opportunity to do the crossover of 13 too. I'm not joking, man. Bring in older hope.
Strange contraptions everywhere you look.
Welcome to academia.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits.
Ooh.
Through hard work, citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by spare souls. It's the way of life for Alexandrians and has been for quite some time. But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to comprehend.
That's putting it lightly. To be honest, it sounds disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing. There's a reason why your culture is the way it is, and I'd like to understand. Won't you tell us some of your realm's history?
With knowledge comes appreciation.
That's what I said.
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while.
I've been through longer cutscenes, lady.
In the distant past, over 1,000 years ago, it said, lightning energy began to swell in our world. According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during which time severe thunderstorms ravaged the land. 4 centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year. The trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds. Crops failed,
It'd always be
and
the livestock and the
starved.
crops.
Right?
But amidst this growing desperation, a miraculous material was discovered that promised salvation. Electrope.
The stuff that's used everywhere here.
Indeed. One day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies.
Vibranium.
In that instant, the scourge of endless
Yeah.
storms became a blessing. Dubbed Electrope, the ore found use in myriad inventions and dramatically improved people's lives. So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity. Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits, some resorted to taking Electrope from others. Fighting was isolated and sporadic until Electrope came to be used in warfare. First in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and then in every aspect of combat where an advantage might be had. This served only to exacerbate the ore shortage, leading to further escalation. Before long, the entire world was engulfed in a terrible war known as the Storm Surge.
Known as the Stormblood.
As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor Lindblum
Lindblum.
committed its stores of
Oh!
Electrope to the production of a weapon of mass
Oh,
destruction.
God.
They deployed it on the front lines
Where's Atmos?
and triggered a calamity of frightful magnitude. Not even their own scientists had anticipated the force of the lightning that was
Rip.
unleashed. The energy inundated the entire continent.
We know a world like that.
Laying it to
Medion
waste.
does.
Mm-hmm. Medion,
That'd be-
Medioff.
So that's how your world came to be this way.
I'm putting minor flood of light, just like the flood of darkness.
What's that
I'm
to you?
awful like an umbral calamity. That's
do you-
what I'm gonna say.
I'll say it reminds me of the Flood of Light.
Okay.
Only because Wiklamat is familiar with it.
You truly know a great many things that I don't. I should
What
like
did she
to
say?
learn about you too sometime.
She wants to learn about us too sometime.
Oh yeah, no, it's the same thing. Is there a weird line on your face right now?
But to continue the tale, the people of Alexandria had already lost much to the war.
What do you mean wavy
They
line?
lost almost everything
Never
else
mind.
to the Levin. Those who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon. Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always.
And with you.
Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to Electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul. Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. This belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
I mean, theoretically, that's the whole debate about it, right? Like, if you had the same memories of the past, would you be who you are now? Technically, yes, because those experiences were the same, right? That you lived. So, I don't...
That's quite a tale.
Your Majesty, help me, I beg.
What's the matter?
I've got no souls left. Not a single one. But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any. Please, you must do something.
What is he freaking out about? We only have one too, bro.
Apologies, Your Majesty. This man, he does no work. Instead, he drinks his days away on Trueview.
True view. Yeah, that's just Tola's voice actress.
He has
Funny.
only himself to blame if he has no credits for souls.
That's not true. I'm a fighter at the Arcadian. Or rather, I was.
Fighter in the
I've
Arcadian.
been allowed to fight because of the
Ooh.
King's decree. It isn't my choice.
I see. You're a brave warrior of the arena. I want to help you, I sincerely do. But I cannot give you preferential treatment.
Then open up the Arcadian again, so I can fight!
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
You're useless! A queen in naught but name!
Damn.
Mm-hmm. He's on them soul drugs. Got any more of them souls?
Insolent wretch! How dare you take that
Strike
tone
him
with Your
down.
Majesty?
He has no souls.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man. Hear me. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you to live. I love all of you equally, dearly. You are as family to me, and it pains me to see you deny yourself hope. I want you to find a happiness all your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy.
Damn, she's
Out
top tier
there,
princess.
somewhere, is a reason for you to smile again. We all need to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will always be willing to lend an ear.
Yes, Mum. Of course. Even without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9.
Take his soul. I reached through his chest.
I apologize for my rudeness.
Like,
Good
look,
day
I
to
found
you.
a soul.
Mm.
She's like, you suck.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel better, I'm sure you'll find another way to apply
Man, the
your
thing about that is
talents.
it's a crutch for them, you know?
I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we? Right. I believe we've visited all the main facilities. With that, I declare our tour concluded.
That man from before, does that sort of thing happen often?
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life. Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws. For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
Japan reflection, birth rate decline.
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
No.
Wuklima asking the questions I've been wanting to ask her this whole entire time. Just break it all down.
I know it isn't easy to change one's beliefs and way of life. The Mamolja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls. But if we defeated Zorolja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right? Then we could work together to fix things, restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go from there.
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
What is it?
Actually, never mind. It's nothing of import. Well, it was lovely showing you around.
Of course. Of course. Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well.
Ooh, the look you give,
For
Rob,
now,
here in a
our
second.
priority is Zorolja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiola.
I'd like that very much.
She's too afraid.
It seems I've no choice but to continue down this path. Forgive me, Val Wuklamat, but I must disappoint you.
Ah, it's his son!
He took off. Oh, I'm still watching this. Oh, what the heck?
This is probably the resist. Yeah.
They're here.
Okay, I was like, you guys are already here.
We've only just arrived ourselves.
Amazing.
No kidding. Jeez. That's quite the setup.
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Moderna.
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electro. They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives. Geralt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Well, there's provisioning.
You know who he is?
Supplies to fight
Yeah.
a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
How many siblings are there?
Gathering intelligence
Or
is
children,
another
right?
aspect
It'd
of
be
our
his
work.
child, wouldn't it?
Everkeep's core system
No,
is a
it's
veritable treasure trove
Gerald's
of information.
source
You just need to
mirror.
know how to get in
I
and
mean,
find
his
it.
shard mirror.
Oh, okay, yeah.
His doppelganger.
They see the earring.
We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation. The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology. From the soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is. But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Tural. Interdimensional fusion.
Oh, interdimensional fusion. That's crazy.
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of preservation at one point. That they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
While not entirely unexpected, given what we have seen, this
Steiner
is
and
still
Beatrix,
quite the
maybe?
revelation.
By the
Husband and
by,
wife?
that's an interesting earring you have there. A
I can
novel
see
way
that.
of carrying a data storage device. Oh,
Wow.
What the heck?
well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we
Wow.
scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
Her parents are gonna tell her the
No,
truth.
It isn't bought,
my
but
God.
inherited.
Wow.
So these people sent you through
The husband
portal
and
along with
wife!
the earring.
Oh, now we know.
Do you know aught of them?
They were the ones who established it.
Yeah.
Listen, Cryo.
Yep.
The husband and wife
So
who
you all
founded our
know.
order. It's believed that they were Malala.
Yes, Malala. Lalafells.
Though we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the
Malala.
possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued. If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
Jeez.
My parents. The founders of Oblivion. Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves.
Except for the storage device she has.
I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Yes, please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
Thank you.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoralja to make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
I've buggered it up again!
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
Oi! You two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
I just remembered I
No.
have matters to discuss with Shay.
We're gonna get suckered into more. No.
Fetch quests.
We're gonna get suckered into relic quests.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Oh, are we asking about the child now, are we?
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So you think so too. But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the Drift Downs a few years ago.
Wow.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put two and two together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
What's his name?
Aww.
Galulja.
Hmm.
It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
Gonna hate your guts when
It's a
you kill his
fine
dad.
name.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual.
How's the boy a little unusual?
At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Gululja is Zorolja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
Oh, well.
Who was that?
Baby boy heard.
Oh dear. It's Gululja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
Oh, this is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamachi. I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search. Kapkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Okay, I'm not gonna scour for this child tonight. He's gonna have to be fine on his own. Oh no. We have to follow him. I'm bad at this, remember?
Apparently so are other people, and he just returned back. He said, oh dear. Little bitch went the wrong way. Beep boop, beep boop.
No, wait here. Because he's gonna go in the corner, he's gonna be cut off, and he's gonna go up the stairs. Right?
Nope. Hmm? Calm down, Google's jaw. There's nobody here. That's him come running back. Gotcha. Take this money, bitch.
Don't throw it out there. Take down my aggro.
Oh, he's taking off! Little bitch! Wait, I can't see. Okay, he's taking on the left.
Stop!
Is he coming back?
No, he's staying there. Okay, go, run, he's running.
Piece of shit!
Get back here! Wait, he's going into the building. Wait, okay.
Oh no, we're good.
Man. That's the first time I felt like I could chase somebody down, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
What's here, I wonder?
This is Vivi's house.
Nutkins!
Nutkins!
So he's looking after those little ones.
So he's not a monster like his father.
Gululja.
That's what I was worried about.
Not another step!
Whoa.
What? A sentry? Run, Gululja, run!
That's his friend, watch.
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
Watch this thing be called Steiner.
It probably is.
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Gululja.
Is that so?
Rusty mechanical
Sorry
soldier.
if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them.
Oh my god, it's a Steiner.
Mm-hmm. Play Roses of May. Yeah, Mom.
I want to get to know her too.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad,
Otis.
he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you?
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
Dude!
You're captain of the knights?
You seem to be fully functioning nearly for 400 years.
That's what I said.
You seem different from other machines. What's your story?
same
And
reaction.
there I thought it was Kululja with whom you wish to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right, all right. A repast it is.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable
Pickled
specialty.
oglops.
Pibil. Watch it be Pibil.
No.
That'd be wild, because then that means his dad did care. You know what I mean? Like,
It's gonna be the pickles.
is it really?
I don't know.